My name is Mike, and together with my wife Dee, we are the locals and landscapes guides for the Hauraki Gulf and Islands, as well as the Great Barrier Island. We look forward to welcoming you aboard the lovely 17.6 metre Te Ngākaua Kupe. This name means the Sacred Heart of Kupe, after Kupe, who was the first Polynesian to sight New Zealand in about the year 950.
Once aboard Kupe, you will be shown to your luxurious double guest cabins. Each have air conditioners, full ensuite with walk-in shower, DVD players and screen, and extremely comfortable beds. Then, as we depart the Auckland Viaduct, wine and canopies will be served as we head out for a comfortable night's anchorage.
On our way to the first evening's anchorage, we will be passing historic Devonport, and then the 259-metre high Rangitoto Island, New Zealand's youngest volcano, which now is home to the largest Pōhutukawa forest in New Zealand. The Pōhutukawa is a beautiful New Zealand native tree that abounds on our coast. And just over 1 hour out of Auckland, we will come into a lovely bay on the island of Motuhi, another Department of Conservation Island restoration project.
In this secluded bay, I will prepare a gourmet dinner based on fresh New Zealand lamb or fish, served New Zealand style with fine New Zealand wines. Perhaps you will engage in a spot of stargazing before retiring to the comfort of your suite. In the morning, a freshly cooked breakfast and perhaps a swim before we set sail for the jewel of the Hauraki Gulf, Tiri Matangi Island, our destination for today.
As Dee said, after breakfast we will be setting sail for the lovely island of Tiri Matangi. Tiri Matangi means wind tossing about. It's an island steeped in Maori history and is now owned by the Department of Conservation and managed by a volunteer organisation called the Supporters of Tiri Matangi. Up until 1983 the island was farmed extensively, and after that date restoration began with volunteers planting trees every year for the next 12 years. The island has become home to not only indigenous native species of trees, but also endangered New Zealand birdlife. And now, in the space of 2 or 3 hours, you will see more endangered New Zealand birdlife than anywhere else in New Zealand.
Ashore, you will find a sanctuary that is truly for both birds and visitors. As we walk through the developing forests, you will see honey-eaters, bellbirds, tuis and stitchbirds feeding on nectar. Cararoo, our native pigeon, will be seen gorging on the native berries, and the North Island robin will be enticed to come close to your feet when we scratch in the leaf litter. Your cameras will be clicking. Saddlebacks, their beautiful orange saddles glinting in the sun, will attract you once again to take pictures, and our native parrot, the kakariki, will be seen flitting through the trees, their green feathers glinting in the sun. And of course the kokako, a very endangered bird, will announce its presence with the flute-like notes. The birds will be totally unconcerned by our presence as they go about their business. Once we come out of the bush area, you will see fantails and whiteheads on the tracks, foraging around for insects. We will meet the takahe, a bird that was thought to be extinct before it was rediscovered in 1944. We will hear the calls of shining cuckoos and gray warblers, and perhaps we may even run into the visiting kakas. If we are lucky, we may sight a fernbird. I have been a registered guide with the Supporters of Tiri Matangi for over 10 years now, and it truly be my pleasure to show you this wonderful open sanctuary that the people of New Zealand have created right here in the Hauraki Gulf.
And while you are having your swim, cooling off after the lovely walk with Dee through the bushes of Tiri Matangi, she will be preparing another gourmet lunch for you prior to our departure from this lovely island. After bird watching ashore with Dee, there will be time for a swim in the lovely Hobbs Bay on Tiri Matangi. Then, if you're going to stay with us for a few more days, we'll be heading north to the lovely islands of Motuora, Motuketi, Moturekareka, at Kauau, and then further east out to the stunning Great Barrier Island. Otherwise, we'll set sail back towards Auckland, having time for some sailing and hopefully some fishing before Rangitoto again hoves into sight and we head into the main channel of Auckland Harbour.
On our arrival back in Auckland mid-afternoon, we will arrange for our company to meet you and to transfer you to your hotel or to Auckland Airport.
Our voyage with you will have been far too short, and Dee and I will look forward to showing you more treasures of the wonderful Harakei Gulf in the future.